Now, just days after its launch on the US stock market, Facebook's flotation is in all sorts of trouble tonight. Its share price is in tatters. The US regulator and the Senate is investigating the deal, and now a group of shareholders are suing both Mark Zuckerberg and the banks behind the launch. So just what went wrong? Here's our technology correspondent, Benjamin Cohen.
It's been a tumultuous week for Facebook founder Mark Zuckerberg. He changed his relationship status to married, his wealth status to billionaire by taking his company public. But now investors are suing him after the share price has shrunk following claims that not all investors were given accurate information about the company's growth forecasts. Facebook floated on the Nasdaq market on Friday, valuing the company at $104 billion. Within minutes, it shot up to $114 billion, but then the share price suddenly started collapsing to $90 billion on Monday, to $84 billion yesterday, and to around $87 billion today. So what's gone wrong with probably the biggest and most hyped stock market debut in history? I asked one leading investment fund why it decided not to put money into Facebook.
The valuation of Facebook at $38 per share, in our opinion, was aggressive. At a $104 billion flotation price, that means that each user of Facebook was being valued at about $110 each. With corresponding revenue of about $4 per user, that means that 27 years worth of future revenue per user were being priced into the flotation. We felt that that was a lot.
And if the share price jitters weren't bad enough, Mark Zuckerberg and the bank leading the flotation, Morgan Stanley, as well as Goldman Sachs and Barclays Capital, could all end up sued in court by investors that say Facebook's true profit growth forecasts weren't revealed to everyone who bought shares in the company. The US regulators and the Senate are also investigating the claims. Although Facebook has yet to comment, Morgan Stanley says the procedure fully complied with the rules. The growth figures that the argument is about are important because it's revenue and profit that investors use to base their valuation on a company on. Facebook made $668 million profit last year, but was valued at $104 billion when it floated on the stock market. This means it was valued at 156 times its earnings. But how does this compare to other companies? General Motors, which make real products that people buy, is valued at only 3.5 times its earnings. When it comes to technology companies, Apple, the most valuable company in the world, is valued at 20 times its profits. That's actually the same as Google, that makes huge profits from selling advertising. What the flotation did allow was for Facebook to bank $16 billion of new investment, which it says it will use to expand the Facebook experience and maybe buy companies that will help it increase its profits in the future.